Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second turn of the campaign that's going on our community server. Hi, welcome to Leave Your Mark. I'm Josh, and today we will be playing out the actions of the factions, seeing whether they have dire consequences on our map of Gary, Indiana over here. What's up, chat? How are you doing today? I've been very excited for this one because I think there's not too many huge surprises, but a little bit of politics has been going on. If you've been following the Discord server, you'll be able to read all of the things that have happened roleplay wise there. For instance, the Nicholas, the Malkavian, has tried diplomacy between two groups that are not happy with each other, which I think you can see here. Where are they? The Lucid and the Alphas are currently at a sit-down, which is being mediated by the Gauntlet faction, which is a fascinating kind of turn of events, and I love the roleplay that people have been doing. They've been doing initiations, looking into occult artifacts. I've been playing a character hunting down apparently there's a Samitsi that wants my character dead. That's a lot of fun. And all of these turns provide some kind of context around that. In each faction has an objective, and people have been trying to achieve those in roleplay and on this map. So I have all of the actions here today written down. So I think should I explain? Does anyone in chat not know what this is? Because the amazing thing is I've maybe got some cool announcements to do today. I don't know if you've heard, but we're planning a Hunter the Reckoning Chronicle going on the Pod by Night podcast. So I hope everyone's excited for that. The brand new game that's coming out in 3 days? Yeah. We're going to do some of that. So, that's cool. But this faction turn, totally didn't order the book once you realized it was so close. Yeah. It's coming out in 3 days. Who knows what could be in it? There are some previews that you can take a look at. There's like a werewolf in there. Very cool. Very cool the way they've laid out that monster, and the previews that you can see on the website. It's top stuff. Anyway, I think I've covered kind of the general what this is about. So if anyone doesn't know, you feel free to ask me in the comments. But I'm going to go through. This is interesting. Some of the rules have changed since the last time because it's kind of still in beta before we, launch the next season, where there will be more interaction between the podcast and this game. But yeah, it's still in beta. I'm still figuring out a few things. People have pointed out some stuff which has been really helpful. And all of the characters in the roleplay are just really cool. People have been getting into it. I'm super happy about that. So let's get on with it. Swoosh. I feel like there should be a swoosh thing. Can we put that stinger in there as we transition? Anyway, this here is the map of Gary, Indiana. All of the different factions are displayed by different symbols and colors. And also we track the relationship between those factions, such as the aforementioned bad one and the good one here, the Magi and the Silk Gauntlet being friends, probably. You hold your hands over my eyes. I don't have good rolls. We proved that last time. But there's a couple of things in here today that I would love to see the outcome of the rolls. Because depending on how well you do, it can either give people a huge head start or just, a tiny setback. So I'm really excited to play out everyone's roles today. And we find out who goes first by... Can you see that properly? I'm going to move this out here again. I keep on forgetting to change where this is. But Let's move that. Oh, no, that's there. Okay, cool. You can see that properly. Just triple checking. Anyway, we need to figure out what we're doing first. So I'm going by this, and this document is available to everyone, just so you know. Net is misaligned. Misalignment. I'll just leave it there to annoy everyone else. I'm fine with it. Right. I'm gonna open up everyone's character sheets, or everyone's faction sheets, I suppose. Just so I have them here. I prepared properly before this. Don't mind about me. The alphas, young bravos. We start with initiative. No one's got any buffs to their initiative yet because no one's had the opportunity of upgrading their faction. And don't mind the fact that the Second Inquisition and werewolves have character sheets there. That's not important. So unfortunately, I've prepared everything else. I just need to click the initiative button and see who goes first. And then we roll off if people have the same. So it is... Ooh! No contest. The Lucid going first with a 7. Then it is the Corpse Mongers and the Alphas, both with a 3. Then Silk Gauntlet with a 2, and Young Bravos and Magi, both with a 1. Okay. So to decide these ties, I'm just going to roll 2d2. We'll flip a coin for it. Hey, welcome in. I'm glad to see people are excited to see where this goes. But yeah, Lucid all the way out front. They got a huge head start last time as well in resources, so good for them. Corpse Mongers is 1, Alphas is 2. We'll just flip a coin. It's the Corpse Mongers, followed by the Alphas, and then Young Bravos is 1, Magi is 2. It's the Young Bravos, followed by the Magi at the end. Didn't they go last time? Isn't this what happened? The paint shop crew. Oh, yeah. I should do more shout-outs for characters, but the paint shop crew is like a group of characters that one person has made in the Lucid. And they're all like forum moderators, which I love. You can like read the lore that I've written, but people have taken that in really interesting directions. I'm so happy to see that. The paint shop crew are moving quick. Exactly. Right. We have... Oh, should we do some music? Some spooky music. There we go. Now that we have the initiative in order, we need to apply assist and other faction actions. This is so that I don't have to remember a month from now that someone wanted to help someone else. And would you look at that, no one is helping anyone else. So that only affects one action here. I don't know whether it's intentional or whether it's a jab or someone forgot. But someone isn't going to get the help they expected in this turn. Sorry, Alphas. Anyway, the Lucid are going first. We need to calculate their resources. So every turn, everyone gets +1 rep, +1 coin, which they're full up, and +1 XP. So they're halfway to a crew advancement already. That's very good. And the Lucid are doing... let me get my pen. The Lucid are starting by continuing to claim the industrial train yard. They're 1 out of 4 on the way to completing that. And... I've already forgotten what it is. It's just tier that we roll for that. Let's get on with it. Click tier here. No bonus dice that I'm aware of. And they get... What's wrong with the scroll there? Oh, it's because I stretched it out. There we go. They get a 1. Which means that they get +1. No hard feelings for that. It's just a slow burn, this entire thing. This is going to happen over months. You've got months to prepare and take the industrial train yards, take various things. And by the end, you will be surprised by how fast this happens. But for the moment, no completed clocks here. That's actually fine. But they've also decided to do something interesting, which we have not done properly so far, which is acquire an asset. Now, I've written these as you can do it for like narrative reasons, or do it whatever you want. But the most powerful thing you can do in terms of the game is acquire a cohort, who in this instance can only be used once, but they can be much more powerful because you can spend money to make them better, which is what they have decided to do. So what do we roll for this? Factions tier. And if they get like a really good roll, it could be quite a lot higher. And by the way, if you're in the Lucid, you need to name this cohort. You need to give them like a name and stuff, just for fun. Like, what are they? Are they like assassins? Are they business people? Drug dealers? But yes, good luck on this roll. We got a tier roll here of 0, which means 2 dice, take the lowest. And that is a 3, which is tier -1. But fortunately, you're already on the lowest tier, so it's tier, which is 0, but you're spending 2 coin. So you lose 2 coin there, and it goes up to tier +1. So that is a tier 1. Tier 1, 1 use, and I'm putting them over here. Cohort, what are they called? We don't know right now. There are types of cohort in my thing, which all have different uses, which I might change because the scholars seem useless, but that's for another time. This is more for permanent cohorts, but I'm interested to know which one. My shirt matches my name. Oh, it does! I love pink. Pink is a great color. Thank you, Austin. We've got scouts. I think they were planning on using the Caesar claim action with these. So they're probably scouts, but it doesn't matter right now. They have a tier 1 cohort that is useful for one thing. And that's very powerful because they basically act as extra actions. They can't do many different things, but extremely useful, especially as they're higher than your tier. So they get 1 dice when you use them, but that's for next month. Congratulations on getting a gang, I suppose. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. But I believe that is it. I've already forgotten the order of operations of my own game. Right, we've done the actions. I'm gonna tick this off. You've acquired a cohort and continued to claim the industrial train yards. And now it is time for the entanglements. Okay, what heat are they at? 1. They are heat 0 to 3. Heat +1 or -1 coin. I'm gonna give you more heat. That's my choice. Fortunately, I'm gonna give you extra heat. It's alright. Whatever you did, I guess you've drawn the attention of the baddies. Are there baddies? You've drawn the hot guy. You've drawn the attention of a hot guy, and that's bad apparently. Turning up the heat. Well, congratulations, Lucid, on a pretty smooth turn. That means we're going to the corpse mongers. Now they have decided on a very interesting change of tactic. given that unfortunately the player was unavailable, so I decided what they were doing. So I'm going to give them a slight advantage in that I know the rules better than anyone else. You were speeding past the cops? And your Idols fans were getting a little too rowdy? Yeah, well, that's what happens when you run around dressed like an anime girl. Alright, Corpse Mongers, what do you got? We're doing your resources. You get 1 rep, you get 1 coin, you get 1 XP. They are doing a very similar turn in that they're going to try and take, let me point out to you here. So this is the Corpse Mongers' home base, the den. This here is the sewer hub, which is connected to so many different places. And I made it like that because it's got a huge advantage in that you can get basically half the map very close to you very quickly, which is good when you're interested in stealing and eating people. Or whatever it is they do in the den. But the sewer hub is what they're going to try and take this turn. So I'm just going to do 2 tier rolls and see where we get to. Take sewer hub. And that is 4 because it's right next to him. Let's just do the 2 tier rolls. This is going to be super quick. You got 1. 1 tick on the clock. And can we make it 2? You get really lucky you can make it to 2. You can't. Halfway there though. Is the map of an actual place? Yeah, this is Gary, Indiana. That's Chicago up there. And I've made like a bunch of different magical and mundane, like werewolves live over here. That's where the Lucid live and they did their turn. But the sewer hub is over here. And the Corpse Mongers are halfway to taking it. You sure thought you recognized? Yeah. That's the Great Lakes. It's water adjacent, a perfect destination. Alright, that's their turn done, which means we can get to entanglements. And they are on 1 heat, which means that I can turn up the heat again. This is great, because if their heat fills up, they get a wanted level, which will mean that like not only are the entanglements worse each round, it also means that like narratively a lot more worse things happen to them. I have a full list prepared. Half of it's secret. I can't wait to unleash it on you. Anyway. Where do we go next? We've done the entanglements, which means... Is that it? No one's leveling up. Yes. I'm glad I wrote these down, because I would never remember these. It's time for the alphas. Now, the alphas got stiffed last round. Hey, Dot, welcome to chat. How you doing? We've not got to the Young Brovos yet, Dot, so don't worry. Dot plays a character as well. If you want to join us, feel free. It's a perk of the Patreon. If you want to join, you can roleplay with me and Dot, and we can insert evil laugh. Well, when you're neon, it lands different. An evil laugh. You gotta look at the Discord. It's all sorts of inspiration we're putting in there, like photos. Give Josh money? Yes. Thank you, Austin. Whenever someone mentions Gary, I can't help but hear that stupid song in my head. I don't know the song. Someone's gonna have to link the song to me because I. Oh, what's Blue's favorite pickup line? Oh, it's from a musical. I don't know. Isn't Gary, Indiana supposed to be one of the most dangerous places on Earth? in real life, there's a lot of really horrible things that have happened in Gary, Indiana. It's really unfortunate. Did you know blood looks like chocolate under black light? Chocolate fluoresces under black light? That's not a pickup line, Dot. Okay. The alphas. We'll get to it. We got one of the alphas in chat. Oh, thanks. I'm not clicking that now because obviously I'll end up like getting a DMCA, but I'll take the link. Thank you. All right. We're going to give you 1 rep. We're going to give you 1 coin. I'm going to give you 1 experience. That means it is time to do your actions. We've done the corpse mongers. But the alphas are actually going out into the world. They don't care about taking more turf. They're doing 2 things. They're doing the steelworks action, which is over here. And that says it is a transport event at the steelworks. There are werewolves there. Requires a physical roll. If completed, it will yield 3 coin and 3 XP, which is a huge win. Huge. So let's roll your physical, which I think is your highest, is it? No, but you do have 1 dice. That's better than 2 take the lowest. So good luck. Good luck, alphas. You're gonna need it. You got a 1! I am so sorry. You went to go and fight a werewolf who was transporting something. I'm so interested to know how you're gonna write this up. I'm so interested to see how this is gonna happen. What happens on a 1? I'm gonna have to double check that. So resolve event is the action we were doing. On a 1 to 3, you gain 2 heat or cohort harm, but you also get the reward. So this is not too bad. Especially as your heat was 0 before. 2 heat. There we go. And that is 3. Wait, can I count? 3 coin and 3 XP. 3 XP brings you halfway to completing your crew advancement, and 3 coin actually fills you up, and that like 1 coin drops off the end because you don't have any vaults. You have no space for this. Is that cruel of me? Good. But you also have another thingy. You're doing the 49ers gang event, which is also a physical roll. So let's hope you don't get another 1. Where's the 49ers gang turf? That gets you 2 rep, which I think you sorely need. Let's roll it. Physical, risky, standard. I mean, those don't do anything because that's a different system, but I'm still rolling it. You get a 2. I am so sorry. You've generated 4 heat this turn. You get 2 rep, which is, you've got a lot of resources now. Halfway to advancement, almost halfway to upgrading your tier with this rep tracker. You got 4 coin. That could be useful to spend on reducing your heat or something. I don't know. Oh no. Chat doesn't think I'm sorry. What? But sorry people always are trying to suppress a big smile. I feel especially bad for the alphas because these last 2 turns have not gone my way. Stop! I can't stop rolling like shit. It's nothing to do with me. It's them. Blame them. Probably. You know what you want to do, alphas? When you get this crew advancement, you want to get your initiative increased and maybe some storage for the coin. I mean, you could increase your physical, which would help you fight werewolves, but we know that doesn't go well anyway. That requires a roll. Is there anything in here in the special abilities that you could get? Deception, deception events, less heat. That would have been useful. 1d to reduce heat. That would have been useful. Maybe that, methods to destroy enemies. Take 3 heat to add 4 extra segments to remove a claim from SI or werewolves. Damn! You got some powerful abilities in there. Shame you don't have any. Okay, I'll stop gloating now. But alphas, we're gonna roll your entanglements. I am so sorry. Because now you're in the second... kind of level of entanglement problems. -1 rep. Ooh. Ooh. Should I be really cruel and remove some of the rep that you just got? Or should I just increase your heat? I'm going to increase your heat again because it's really early on. I'm not going to remove rep because that's... Heat you can get rid of. Rep's really hard to find. Don't want to ruin your reputation. You're doing that all by yourselves. It's really amusing because everyone role-played out one of the events that happened last time between the Lucid and the Alphas. And the Vampire Hunters were there. And because we did it in the turn, like the Lucids won, the Alphas lost out. So they played out the Alphas just accidentally killing a bunch of Vampire Hunters and, you know, perhaps this is the fallout. Who knows? But I'm very much enjoying this. Oh dear. You have a lot of problems there. But I'm sure you can deal with it over time. Anyway, that's a good thing because you did the stuff at this place, which will stop problems from happening later down the line. It was a smart move. It just didn't turn out as well as it could have done. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off this tense music just for a moment. Because we're moving on to the Silk Gauntlet, who have, as I say, organized like a sit-down with the Lucid and the Alphas, which is, I'm fascinated to see how that role plays out. But Silk Gauntlet, as with everyone, extra rep, extra coin, extra XP. I'm not sure how long the resource boost will last, but for the moment, we'll give one to everyone each turn. That might stop at some point in the future, especially when people find their ways into the city and get resources for their own. Because their plan, Silk Gauntlet, is to claim the Shore Apartments, which they're 1 out of 4 in already. Let's see how they roll. That is a 5! Which I think is 2? Hang on. 4, 5, 2 ticks on that clock. Wow. I think you're the closest to taking anywhere anyone is at the moment. Congratulations, Silk Gauntlet. The gloves are still on. So they've claimed that. And they're also deciding, let me show you where they are. They're all the way on the right here. They're right next to wolves, but that's probably not going to cause problems. They live at Miller Beach, and they're trying to take the Shore Apartments here, which they're pretty close to doing. And it gets them 1 coin per turn if they manage that. But right now, there is a transport event happening at Miller Beach. Let's get back to the tense music. If they do this, or which they are, they're doing this event, which will stop the turmoil in the place increasing. So that's good. But if they mess it up, then that's gonna increase their heat on the faction and not the location. I have made a tricky, sticky web here, and I'm just really happy with how it's playing out. Right, they're doing a mental roll because they are outsmarting hunters? There are hunters there who are transporting something. But it gives them rep, so I guess it makes a name for themselves. You gonna do well, Silk Gauntlet? Are you going to absorb all the good rolls? You are! That gets you an extra 3 rep. Congratulations. Let's double check this. So you get 4-5, which is the reward, and only 1 heat. Just slowly ticking up, so it's not too bad. Congratulations, Silk Gauntlet. Your plans are very slowly coming to fruition. Can't wait to see how you attempt your large-scale objectives. That's going to be very interesting. And I also haven't revealed everything about those as well, so perhaps in the near future we will see exactly how that plays out. But the Silk Gauntlet has completed their thing, and now it is time for entanglements. And they are on 2 heat, which means I can increase their heat or remove their coin. I'm going to remove their coin. We haven't done that. We've been just doing heat so far today. Take that. Take that, Silk Gauntlet. It cost you whatever it was. Your plans got expensive. Who do we have next? We got Young Bravos. Hey, Dot! How you feeling about this one? You've actually done a very brave thing. You are taking the haunted house, which could happen this round if you get a lucky roll. You could get like 2 chevrons and then 1 chevron. Or you could do it in 1, and then I don't even know what will happen then. I guess you just lose an action, but it ensures it for you. We will see. So that's 2 tier rolls to continue taking the haunted house, which, for context, they live at the dive and they're trying to take the haunted house, which reduces their heat every turn. Now that's good. There's currently a conflab happening roleplay wise at the haunted house between my character, Dot's character, and one of the alphas, and it's a little bit tense actually. It's good. I'm enjoying it. My character discovered a book, possibly from the person who was trying to kill him. Dot tagged it as the House of the Dead, or should I say blue, not little red dot. We got did he say sword? There's a lot of roleplay. If people want to read it, you should head over to the Discord. I'm just saying, there's free entertainment to be had here. Or you could join in. Whatever, as long as people enjoy themselves. There's a lot going on. It's great. Okay. Bravos are just doing 2 attempts to take the haunted house. So best of luck. Oh my god. The lowest dice is a 5. The lowest dice is a 5. Because you got 2 5s. I'm seasoning a claim. That means you get 2 ticks, which means it is guaranteed the next roll, whatever it is, fills up that clock. I'm just going to do the roll anyway, unless like something... Yeah, you got a 5 again. You filled up this clock, +1, which means you've completed that clock. Congratulations to the Young Bravos. You've spray painted your way to being the first characters, the first faction to take ground. That is going to be a huge early advantage. That -1 heat per turn will kick in next round, I think. You're damn right. I love how excited you are. I hope more people join your faction now. Just because you're cool and popular. You look, everyone else is stuck on one place. Over at the Gary Armory. Over here in the den. Over down there in the university. One measly little turf. Ugh. Hate to be you. They took over a haunted house. Is it a party house now? Should we rename it? She won the game! Oh dear. Well, congratulations to them. Now it's time to roll entanglements. They are on 3 heat, which means I can take a coin away or I can increase their heat. I'm going to increase their heat into the next tier because it's the House of the Dead. But I just like the idea that the Ravers turning up is a little bit suspicious. So your heat has increased by 1. However, that's going to go away next turn, isn't it? Because they got a bonus. All right. That is Bravo's done. Leaving us with our last but hopefully not least, Magi, the Dark Mother. Who are going to get 1 rep, 1 coin, 1 XP. And they're doing 2 things, 2 different things. They're trying to game the meta here by claiming the LARP fields, which they're part of the way through, and acquiring some scouts. And they're gonna spend 2 coin on that to boost how good the scouts are. So I wish them the best. We will see how this goes. Let's take the claim on the LARP fields. And for context, they live down here at the university because they're nerds. And they're trying to take the LARP fields. I invented a fictional LARP, and they get 1 XP per turn. So this could be huge for them. This could really allow them to unlock some incredible abilities, like +1 dice to seize a claim action, less harm, assisting another clan by donating XP. That's an option for them. I tried to make these all work very differently and in interesting ways. Give them options, you know, just to play the game different ways in different factions so that they've got their own flavor. I hope I've achieved that with all these abilities. There's also little bits of flavor in there. So like, perhaps a kindred they defy walks amongst them. That would be very good. It gives them a bonus as well. Welcome in, Emperor. Hope you're having a good time. We are going to roll tier. To see if they claim the LARP fields. That's a 2. Right there. Very close to finishing. But not quite. They've still got some LARPers to convince, I guess. Not enough foam swords donated. Mysterious characters turning up. Playing the politics of the actual LARP game hasn't worked out, apparently. Oh, you missed the last one? We are actually most of the way, halfway through the last faction. Magi here are about to acquire some scouts. I think, just gonna double check again. We've already done it, but it's a tier roll, right? Acquire asset. Yes, tier. Good luck. That's a 1. Which means that they're going to spend that coin and make it a Scouts. There we go. Oh, I could name them up here. These sheets are really good, but I can never remember all the different things they do. Scouts. You should name them. The Magi should name them and give them a little bit of flavor before they disappear, because they are one use and tier 1. One use. And they will be able to be used next turn. So now that we've done their actions, we go on to entanglements to see what trouble they've caused. And they've only got 1 heat. That means -1 coin, which I can't do, or +1 heat, which I can do. Extra heat for you. But overall, that was a pretty chill turn. In fact, everyone's playing it a bit safer than they did last time. So that means that we've done the factions, but there are things that I now need to set up for next turn to see what implications these things have for next month. So we're gonna do the closing of old events. Now, only 2 events were completed, were they? Like we did the Steelworks, we did the 49ers, oh, and we did Miller Beach. That's actually a really bad thing, because I'll show you. Let's go to the map, because that's where all the events are. So, at Miller Beach, the event no longer exists. That was completed. At the Steelworks, that one was completed. To no ill effect at all. And the 49ers. That event was completed, which is a good thing. I also put Thin Bloods here. Unfortunately, everywhere else that there is one of these blue tags, so the Artist Commune. This event went off and no one was there to deal with it. A deception event at the Artist Commune. There were no NPCs, so someone needed deceiving, but it wasn't a werewolf. No one got that 2 coin. And also, this number increases to 2. And I am so excited for what happens when it hits 8. You don't even know. So there's no event there anymore. Where else? Are they all on the left side? They are. In Indiana Harbor. No one persuaded the something here to get 1 coin. Events disappeared. And the turmoil is increased to 5 out of 8. This is bad, by the way. Persuasion event again. Someone needed to persuade hunters, the SI, Second Inquisition, for 1 coin. Well, I know why no one did it, because they only got 1 coin. But that means that the airport goes from turmoil 0 to turmoil 1. But Josh, you say, turmoil in a place controlled by hunters? Surely that's a good thing. It could be. Oh, and I also need to remove the event tag. There we go. I think the last one, it seems to be a persuasion event at Hessville. There's no NPCs, no one persuaded no one for nothing, for no reason, no how. Meaning no event. And the turmoil goes to 1. Oh, do I need to add a tag now? I mean, how do you spell turmoil? There we go. Turmoil's at 1. The The events drive plans anyway. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how people have dug into the events to get their stuff and to also drive some RP, because that's what it was intended. So yes, I'm happy with that part. Events all seem to be removed. If I've missed anything, let me know. But now we need to generate new events. If there's duplicates, I mean, we'll just say that bad things happen and we'll roll a new one. How many am I rolling? I forgot this last time as well. Number of factions +1 is what I've decided apparently in this document. How many factions are there? 6? And then I closed Magi, didn't I? Okay, 6. So we're rolling 7 events. First off, there is an occult event happening at the Genesis Convention Center. It is a physical event. That's the home of the Lucid. It yields 2 XP and 1 rep. I've also changed the rewards, which mean that sometimes there are 2 rewards or 2 reward types. I've now numbered each of them. Instead of being like, you get 3 thing and thing, which is huge. So now they're both numbered. I'll show you. So that's the Genesis Convention Center, which is a real place in Gary, by the way. 1 rep, 2 XP for an occult event. Good luck, Lucid. What are we doing? A stealth event at McTavish's safe house. There are werewolves there. Not such a safe house anymore. Oh, I need to add the tag event. If I forget these, please remind me, because it makes navigating the map way easier with the tags. We also get an event there. There we go. 1 coin. Maybe it's not worth 1 coin to try and mentally out-chess a werewolf? Oh. Yes, Dot's right. You can see this map online at the link provided. I'll put it in the description if you're on YouTube. You can also read the rules document. If you go to our Patreon, the links are also there in a public post for everyone to see. And while you're over at patreon.com/podbiner... No, I won't do that now. We're in the middle of a thing. You totally could be our patrons. 1 coin. Ugh. For fighting werewolves? Maybe not. So 3, a persuasion event at the Artists Commune. There are hunters there. You've got to persuade some hunters. 3 coin and 1 XP. I'm going to delete this because it's easier to read if I do this. Add the event tag there. Who wants to talk and persuade some hunters? Not me. But it's worth 3 coin if you can do it. An assault on the den. Werewolves are attacking the... Oh no. The Corpse Mongers home base is under attack by werewolves. It requires a social. It's a social assault. Whatever that means is up to you. Because that's the exact reason I paired the event types with the role types in randomness. But it's worth 2 rep if you pull it off. An event. Oops. Right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Persuasion event at Miller Beach. Oh no. Silk Gauntlet, you got another one of these for only 1 rep. That's going to be a tricky decision. Will they leave it? Their turmoil's at 0. Maybe one turmoil is fine. But it's a persuasion event. Requires a social role. That's pretty easy to grok, but there's no NPCs there, so I don't know who you're going to persuade. Maybe someone needs to go and persuade the Silk Gauntlet to perhaps open their money bags. I guess we'll find out. An occult event happening at Colfax Wastes. There are werewolves. Colfax Wastes. Over here. That's 1 XP and 1 coin. Fortunately, none of these places have very high turmoil right now, so leaving these events is not the worst. Yet. Stealth event at the abandoned Methodist church. Oh, 2 XP and 3... No, just 2 XP. That would have been good, though. If there was a second reward. Would have been 3 of it. Never mind. 2 XP is pretty good, though. A mental roll. Stealth. Whoops. What? No, I've... This software is... This website is really good for organizing things. But you mouse over the wrong thing once, and it will never let you hear the end of it. Event. There we go. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all of them. That is all of them. Leaving the state of Gary, Indiana in a little bit more trouble than we left it when we started. Does anyone have any questions? Because as far as the game is concerned, we have finished. So if people have ideas, any questions, what I'm very surprised at is that no one's relationship got worse, which I very much expected was a thing. We're done. We're done with the tenseness. I'm just playing this song because I like it. That may be the case next week. Next month. Mm-hmm. Yes. Dot, am I allowed to say the thing? Am I allowed to announce the date on which we're doing Hunter? Or are we not doing that yet? Yes, I can. Hooray! No one knows this yet. You're the first people to find out. And Josh is definitely not looking at the dates in his DMs. Where did he put it? Because the date... No, What was the date? I'll tell you all the details. I will when I get them. Right. Just scrolling. Just scrolling a little bit. Okay. The first streamed pod by night will be happening on this channel, so do not forget to follow. For those of you on YouTube, that's twitch.tv/podbynight. But we are going to be here on Tuesday, June 14th at 4 p.m. ET. We're going to be recording our podcast live before it gets edited. You want to know what's going on and you're not too worried about like the polish, the extra sounds, the musics, which you should be because they're amazing. But to each their own. Tuesday, June 14th. And then again at June 28th at 4 p.m. ET. We're going to be recording. And then over those weeks, they're going out as episodes, not as normal, on podcasts. So I'm very excited to see how it happens. Hit the button. 2 live shows, 4 so we're splitting them up into 4 podcast episodes, and we are delighted to be joined by Diana DiMarco, a wonderful streamer, a new cast member, and it's going to be extremely cool playing Hunter the Reckoning live, like probably one of the earliest actual plays of Hunter the Reckoning, the new edition that is coming out in like 3 days. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. Yeah, push the button, push the follow button, and we will see you here June 14th. But that's it. That's it for the faction turn number 2. Everyone, if you are interested in joining us, feel free to ask questions in our Discord, which you can join for free. It's not a Patreon thing. You can also look at the roleplay and the organization that's happening. But if you want to join in, you have to join us on patreon.com/podbynight. And at the $25 tier, we have some incredible other bonuses. But one of the big ones that I'm surprisingly excited about is this. We're gonna be doing this for months. It will grow. It will evolve. The stories will intertwine. And I'm just really excited to see how it happens. Like I said, anyone have any questions before we go, let me know. But join the Discord and chat with us. Until next time, have a wonderful week.